Hey folks, this is the HS80, an RGB wireless gaming headset from Corsair, and I do want to say from the get-go here that I purchased this myself. This is not a sponsored video, and I want to go over some of the pros and cons that I have discovered having used this headset now for some time. Now, the HS80 is compatible with PC, Mac, PS4 and PS5. It is not compatible with Xbox, Nintendo Switch or Bluetooth devices such as mobile phones. Included in the box, along with the headset, which is available either in this black colour or in white, there is also the wireless dongle along with a USB-C charging cable. Now, you cannot connect this headset via Bluetooth. You must, if you want to use the wireless option, use that included USB dongle. However, you can also connect using that USB-C cable if you don't want to use the wireless dongle for whatever reason. So let's get straight into the pros, the good things that I do like about this headset. And the first of these is the comfort. Now, this one has a bit of a caveat with it. I'll talk a little bit more about why that is in the cons section of this video review. But comfort-wise for me, I really do love this headset. The padding on the cups is very soft. It's a very lightweight headset, and the adjustability in the band is just what I need to make sure I get the perfect fit. I have been wearing this for hours at a time and have not had any issues, no aching on my ears or on my neck, and the build quality of the headset is also very good. The wireless technology here is also very decent. Corsair rate this at up to 60 feet of maximum range. I assume that is in a perfect environment, so probably not a real world test, but honestly, I've not had any issues with the range here. Even if I get up from my computer to make a cup of tea in the kitchen where there are walls in between me, then it still works absolutely fine. And also there is no notable latency, though I do admit I'm getting a little bit old, so maybe you youngsters would detect something that I can't in that department. And also the audio quality has impressed me as well. Now, this is a gaming headset, so it's not really intended for audiophiles. However, I find that the sound quality here is more than adequate. The 50mm drivers do pack a punch, and the Dolby Atmos inclusion is really nice as well. That gives you 3D audio effects. However, you will need to use the iCUE software in order to set that up if you want to use it. And Corsair do give you a lot of control over the equalizer settings here. You can fine tune many of those frequencies to your taste, and there are various built-in presets as well that you can easily switch between. For me, using those presets is definitely the way to go. I'm not really technically minded enough to fiddle about with the EQ settings any more than that, but for those of you that are, you can do so. And also in the good, positive section of the review is the microphone, and there is some flexibility with how the mic arm works. You can make sure that it is positioned correctly. I don't have any issues there. The only thing I'm not a big fan of with the mic is that there is no mute button. You do have to lift it up, put it down in order to mute and unmute it, which can get a little bit annoying at times. But in terms of the actual quality of the audio, well, have a listen for yourself. So right now I am using the microphone of the HS80 to record this audio. How does it sound? Personally, I think as far as gaming headsets go, it's not too bad at all. And just to clarify, the HS80 is also compatible with NVIDIA Broadcast if you wanted to enhance your microphone audio. However, what you are getting right now is completely unedited, the raw audio straight from the headset. Okay, so now let's move into the cons section of the video. So these are things I feel that Corsair could have done a little bit better with. First off, I already mentioned that comfort-wise, this is absolutely fine for me, and I can wear this for many hours at a time. However, there's not a huge amount of adjustability here. And I feel if you have a perhaps slightly larger than average sized head, then this thing could very well not be good enough for you in terms of the comfort factor, and it might be quite a tight fit. While the main elasticated band does have some adjustment, the actual main headband itself does not. Another con is the fact that the battery life is rated at 20 hours, which itself is a little lower than what we've come to expect from some premium gaming headsets. But also, I don't think you are going to get 20 hours in the real world. I tend to get about 12 hours, and that is with minimal RGB settings. So I've already touched on the iCUE software, which is Corsair's in-house software for much of their hardware, allowing you to adjust various settings on their peripherals. In this case, you can change the RGB settings and those equalizer settings. The one thing I'm kind of sad about is that none of those settings actually save to the headset itself. One feature that doesn't really mitigate this problem fully, but goes some way to doing so, is that there are various EQ presets built into the headset itself, and you can simply press the volume wheel, click it in order to gain access to those presets and cycle through them. Now, if you have no interest in the iCUE software, I still strongly recommend downloading it just to update the firmware of your headset once you first take it out of the box. Once you've done that, go ahead and delete the software if you are not going to use the features it has, but at least get that done. I've seen a few people, especially in customer reviews, complaining that their microphone, for example, does not output at a high enough volume. I've not had that issue, and I can only assume it's because before I even turned this on for the first time, I did update the firmware. But overall, despite those couple of niggles, the Corsair HS80 has been a fantastic headset for me, very comfortable for me to wear. I'm really chuffed with the actual sound quality of both the headphones and the microphone. And I do think, at least for me, the good does outweigh the bad. So a decent headset overall from Corsair. Hopefully the video's helped you. Thanks for watching.